We got Tekken 8, Tekken Fight Lounge. The first look. Never my fault. Never. Always someone else.
Fight Lounge is something that we haven't obviously gotten to get our hands on, kind of that old school arcade.
All right, so here we go. We're going into the
to spend time and hang
fight
out with their friends
area.
Can you talk a little bit more
Fight
about
Lounge.
the lobby and just kind of what it is and how people might be using it?
Yeah, right. So the aesthetic of it, like you said, is kind of like a love letter to arcade culture.
So it's like you're hanging out in an arcade.
All the titles, all the fighting games you could ever want to play were there.
It's actually really cool.
Amazing. Each had their own unique atmosphere. So the aesthetic look of it.
Why not both?
That made its way into this. The director Nakatsu and myself, we looked at various major arcade bars in London. And
look at that.
It was really impressive.
Shows a little movie playing.
Not one particular one, but kind of.
This is pretty cool.
All of these, so that people who've been before will be like, "Oh man, this is what it felt like. I miss it. It's awesome. I can do it online from the comfort of my home anytime I want." And then for new players who maybe haven't ever been there, because they've disappeared a lot in the West, and we've seen kind of
arcades are arcades aren't a big thing anymore. Used to be,
right? Mm-hmm. So we're thinking maybe that's something that would even interest younger players, even if they haven't been in an arcade, to say, "Oh, okay, I've seen this in the movies or TV."
So what can you do though?
Players. Yeah,
I want to know.
Looked like a lot of fun, and we tried to kind of incorporate some of the elements that made it fun outside of the visuals. So you have all these players' avatars lined up, and they're watching someone play.
Okay, so if like two people are fighting, you could spectate
that person's match.
That's pretty cool.
Or you can choose to get on that machine and play against other people.
Oh wow! All
right. And you can interact. You can chat with them. We have
a dance party,
which means in different pre-animations and things you can do to communicate. You can also, we have a bunch of cool Tekken stickers that I think we showed you as well.
Yes.
That I think people are going to like. And so the avatars themselves also, it's kind of a different type of customization from the characters. This is a whole new...
you could have a ghost match?
Representation of yourself in the manner that you like. And so...
Let's continue.
With your friends online with this avatar
as well. And
obviously, I think a lot of people are surprised when they first join a fighting game or Tekken.
I don't know how.
Because there's a certain culture there. A lot of people think every character should look cool in a customization. But like you said, some people want to have a donut on their head or something goofy that had like...
So you can customize your characters that you fight with.
Some are cool looking, like you saw with Azucena, and some are goofy and entertaining and fun to troll your friends with. So, but the category which you can now in Tekken 8, and I think we've showed off a bit about, granted I can't talk about everything, but the items that you can actually attach to your costume, and you can, like a horn, for example, on your head, you can change the size of it, you can change the location.
Oh, that's cool.
You want it, the color, etc. So there's a lot more options you have for customization. And that's just for the characters. For the avatars themselves, this is a whole set of other different customization items, whether that's hairstyles or clothing or shoes, maybe a whole skin, like some of the pre-orders I think have some Mokujin and things like that. You can.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's very customizable, man.
The life gauges, customizable game. And the music too. So, yeah.
So yeah, whatever you want to change, whatever feels on my head. I think I've been inspired. Honestly, I'm gonna that people are gonna love seeing and in Tekken 8.
Right.
And it's been a hot.
Oh, there's like little games that you could play, like volleyball.
Talk about Tekken Ball. Why are we bringing
Tekken Ball?
Now, obviously, I'm super excited about it, but like, why? What
that's
made
pretty
that
cool.
decision to be like, you know what time it is? It's Tekken Ball time.
That's dope.
Yeah, I mean, Tekken. We're talking about one of the things that made it popular was the amount of content outside of directly fighting against another human opponent. So in the past, this has been Tekken Force or Tekken Bowling or some of the mini games that we've had in the past.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I like that.
We want something
Tekken Ball
avatar, but then there's like the store where you can go and see customization items and what it will look on your character, etc. There's an area to practice in with other people online. But there's a beach area that's kind of cool. That right off the main arcade portion where you go out into this beach area. And it's got like this DJ playing and a car and all this cool stuff on the beach. And that is the perfect place to have Tekken Ball, right?
Yeah,
and
that's true.
And it just happens that this is something people have been asking myself and Harada for on social media for such a long time, that we've seen a few iterations of Tekken Ball, a few iterations of Tekken Force or Scenario Campaign or whatever you want to call it. But we haven't really seen much of Tekken Ball. just Tekken 3 when it first came out. And
That's
then,
very cool.
so we felt
I like
about
that.
the Tekken you use to hit the ball with. It's to guard block that when it uses.
Oh wow, so they're really going on
So
about
excited.
Tekken Ball right now.
The name that I love, Super Ghost Battle.
Right.
Super Ghost Battle.
Tekken 8 has ghosts. They learn from your playstyle, and they can imitate you, and they learn very quickly. And you can go fight other players' ghosts. So, tell us about the ghost system in Tekken 8. Can I go fight Ni's ghost anytime that I want to? What's going on there?
So, Tekken has had ghosts in the past, but this is a totally different thing. Hence the name Super Ghost. Right?
Super Ghost.
He's excited.
So in the past, Tekken, not in 7, but I think more like 5 and 6, it would pick up certain actions that you do after playing many battles. That maybe it does a certain combo that you often do, or maybe it misses a certain combo that you often drop. And maybe throwing a lot or something like that. But there were only certain limited areas that the ghost would learn. But this time, we totally redid the system from scratch, AIQ learning. So what it is
wow.
It recognizes all of these cues. If you're backdashing a lot, it backdashes a lot. If you're wave dashing or sidestepping, it does that. It does the combo. It drops the combo if you're dropping that particular combo. The action is quite.
So if I was like, bro, you're garbage at Tekken, right? And I walk up to your avatar, I can ghost fight you without actually fighting you. I would fight your, like the AI version of you that would do your moves.
Yes, we showed a video of Mishimaster, our battle director, who was also a very famous player himself in Tekken 5 DR days. And he was playing a ghost of himself, and it was hard to tell which one was the ghost and which one was the human. And I know I even saw your eyes change when I was explaining this earlier. And it's one thing explaining it, and then it's another thing showing you the video of in the match, the ghost, you do something, it says ghost is learning, there's a prompt that shows up on the screen on the top right. And then it does that thing right away, right? And so
it says learning, yeah.
So many matches to get the ghost to even resemble you. Right now, it's learning right away in that one match.
So it's like you're fighting yourself.
And so it's quite interesting because you can see yourself level up in the ghost as you're playing.
Wow.
Or maybe I can fight my friend's ghost while he's not online and kind of learn how to beat him. And he doesn't know that I'm doing this.
Right.
And to your answer, can you play Ni? This kind of ties into the fight lounge. So the way you do this is you go online with your avatar, and if I see you, for example, I'll see your customized self on there, and I can click on your profile, and it'll tell me your stats about if you backdash a lot or sidestep or you're good at blocking, etc. But then there's a profile of text that you chose whatever you wanted to write. But then there's ghosts, and so I can pick that ghost version of you and then commence to battle that.
Wow.
And so it could
That's
be fun.
crazy.
It could be like, hey, my ghost whipped your butt, and I could never, live that down. Or I could be just like steadily learning how to beat you by playing through your ghost character. And that could be Ni or whoever you happen to meet in that Tekken.
That last set was, remember the Mishimaster ghost fight? I think the ghost was up like 2 rounds to 0 at one point. Like
he's like, okay, I gotta try harder now.
Like they're really very impressive, and I think for
that's very cool.
Who hasn't seen them yet, you're not really gonna understand to go play other people's ghosts.
You fight.
Damn. Well, that's Tekken 8. That's a look at the fight lounge. Nice.